I walked briskly along the dimly lit streets, my footsteps echoing eerily in the silence of the night. The air was heavy with a sense of foreboding, and I couldn't shake off the feeling that someone, or something, was watching me. I tried to dismiss the unease that gnawed at the pit of my stomach, but deep down, I knew I was being followed. As I rounded a corner, I caught a glimpse of a figure standing in the shadows ahead. A chill ran down my spine, and my heart skipped a beat. It was her. Kuchisake-onna, the Slit-Mouthed Woman. Fear gripped me as I remembered the stories I had heard growing up, tales of a vengeful spirit haunting the streets of Japan. She was said to wear a surgical mask to cover her gruesome, mouth-splitting wound. The legend went that she would approach unsuspecting victims and ask them a question: "Am I beautiful?" No matter how you answered, the consequences were always horrific. My pace quickened, my footsteps echoing louder now as I tried to escape the inevitable encounter. But no matter how fast I ran, I couldn't shake off the feeling that she was getting closer. Her presence seemed to linger in the air, suffocating me, taunting me. Suddenly, a whisper reached my ears, a soft and haunting voice carried on the wind. "Am I beautiful?" it hissed, like a serpent in the darkness. I froze in terror, my heart pounding in my chest. Slowly, I turned to face her. There she stood, a woman cloaked in darkness, her face obscured by the mask that concealed her horrifying secret. A wave of revulsion washed over me, but I couldn't tear my eyes away from her. Summoning all the courage I had left, I stammered, "Why yes, you are beautiful." A wicked smile crept across her face, stretching the surgical mask, revealing the gruesome gash that split her mouth from ear to ear. Blood dripped from the wound, staining her white dress crimson. My breath caught in my throat as I struggled to comprehend the sight before me. "You think I'm beautiful?" she asked, her voice filled with a sadistic glee. "Well, let me make you beautiful too." Terror paralyzed me as she lunged towards me with supernatural speed. I tried to scream, but my voice failed me. I could only watch helplessly as she drew a gleaming, razor-sharp blade from her pocket. She raised the blade high above her head, the moonlight glinting off its surface. Time seemed to slow to a crawl as the blade descended, slicing through the air with a sickening swish. I closed my eyes, bracing myself for the searing pain that would surely follow. But it never came. I cautiously opened my eyes, and to my astonishment, she was gone. The street lay empty, devoid of any trace of her malevolent presence. It was as if she had never existed at all. Shaken and bewildered, I stumbled back, desperately trying to comprehend what had just happened. Had it all been a figment of my imagination? Or had I narrowly escaped a horrifying fate? Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months, but the memory of that encounter continued to haunt me. I could no longer walk the streets without glancing over my shoulder, fearing that she would return. I became a prisoner of my own fear, unable to live a normal life. The mere sight of a surgical mask sent shivers down my spine, a constant reminder of the terror I had endured. Every passing shadow seemed to hold her presence, every whisper in the wind carried her voice. The legend of Kuchisake-onna had consumed me, forever etching its mark on my soul. I was left to ponder the inexplicable nature of her existence, questioning whether she was merely a ghostly apparition or a manifestation of the darkest recesses of our own minds. But one thing remained certain: I would forever be haunted by the memory of the Slit-Mouthed Woman, a chilling reminder of the thin line that separates beauty from horror, and the devastating consequences of a single, ill-fated answer.